We are moving on to the second section of the first canto. It's a very beautiful description about the conflict, the psychological conflict Savitri is facing in her moment of joy. Whatever Savitri wanted to be fulfilled, that was already fulfilled. All was fulfilled in the heart of Savitri. That is what we have. Now, of course, when he says all was fulfilled, what Savitri's heart had desired, that is, in a way, the comment to the poet. It is the poet who is saying that. In another way, we can also say that, yes, Savitri wanted this to happen, this has happened. But that does not really still include all. All is yet to come. All is yet to begin. All was fulfilled that Savitri's heart had desired, that has yet to come. In the immediate context, yes, she wanted to be with Satyavan, and that's all, that was fulfilled. So when poet says all was fulfilled, the heart of Savitri had desired, it is in a way his comment. Also anticipating what is going to happen in the course of her yoga. Yes, Savitri will do her yoga, accomplish the kind of strength, acquire the kind of strength which is required to meet the eventuality, to face death. So that also will be fulfilled, you see. So in that sense, it is quite appropriate that we have got that phrase right at the beginning of the book of yoga. In the context of the book of yoga, all was fulfilled. Yes, this is going to happen shortly. So he is anticipating that the yoga will be done and Savitri has acquired the necessary strength to meet death. Now here in the opening part of the second section of the canto, he is gradually developing the theme of the conflict Savitri as human Savitri is facing. The full element of humanity is that which is coming out most prominently in this particular section. At first, to her, beneath the sapphire heavens, the sylvan solitude was a gorgeous dream. The sylvan solitude was a gorgeous dream. Sylvan solitude, the forest where she is going to stay. Solitude, of course, but it is the fulfillment of a dream. Savitri, as a young girl who had opted for this particular kind of eventuality, is now going to meet that eventuality, and therefore in it is the fulfillment of a dream. That dream will have to become real shortly. Gorgeous dream, an altar of the summer's splendor and fire, a sky-topped flower-hung palace of the gods, and all its scenes smile on rapturous lips, and all its voices bards of happiness. This is a description to bring out the contrast of what Savitri, the way Savitri was living in the palace and the way she is now going to live in the forest, in the hermitage. It is not big palace hall with chandeliers, lights, musicians, that pomp and glory and majesty and all that royalty. But here the whole nature is in its full splendor and fire. And Antar of the summers, splendor and fire. Now again, this is important. As I have been telling all along, the summer is significant. Savitri now comes to the forest in summer. Exactly 1 year after her arrival now here, the death of Satyavan will take place again in summer. So there is a consistency throughout about the event occurring in the summer. Splendor and fire, hot sun, a sky-topped flower-hung palace of the gods. So you have got now the creepers hanging down below Madhumalati with flowers and all that. Madhumalati, that is faithfulness, you see. A sky-topped flower-hung palace of the gods, and all it seems a smile on rapture's lip. So it is rapture who himself is personified. On these rapture's lips, there is a smile. The whole nature is at beauty's festival again with the arrival of Savitri, and it is smiling because of her presence there. And all these voices, birds of happiness, means, of course, all the voices of birds that correspond to the birds, singing, going from branch to branch of the tree. And all these voices, birds of happiness. There was a chanting in a casual wind. There was a glory in the least sunbeam. So every little bit of that place appears to Savitri bright and shining and smiling and joyous and happy, you see. Chanting in the casual wind, the wind is singing the song of happiness, of joy, of union of the lovers. There was a chanting in the casual wind. There was a glory in the least sunbeam. Even the mild sunbeam, small sunbeam also was bright. Night, so he is describing the entire sequence of the day Savitri is encountering. So, day is there, the night was a chrysoprase on velvet cloth. Very complicated simile, but what a beautiful simile you see. Night was a chrysoprase on a velvet cloth. So, that is a bright green shining gem. The belief is that that gem shines in the night, in the dark. Chrysoprase. Yes. Yeah. A green gem. Chalcodene. Its technical name is chalcodene. Variety of quartz contained hydrated nickel silicate. Hydrated nickel silicate, variety of quartz. It is valued very much. It was valued very much, very ancient civilization. And it is a gem which shines in the night, in the dark. So you see, you can see the appropriateness of the use of the word there. Night was a chrysoprase on velvet cloth. Yes, of course. No, his knowledge is absolutely encyclopedic and precise.
How did he come across this gem?
You see, his learning was that.
You think he has seen it?
He must have seen also, possibly, yeah, in England. Yeah,
I will look for that one.
yeah. He might have seen one later on also in the ashram when people were offering all kinds of jewelry and whatnot also to the mother, you see, on velvet cloth. And how appropriate it is. Night itself, again personified, is a gem now on a velvet cloth, shining darkness, you see. Velvet cloth, you see. Velvet normally, of course, it can be green, but the green will not grow with the chrysoprase. It can be dark also, black velvet, you see, and shining on that. It has to be black because of the night, because of the darkness in the next line, and nestling darkness. That velvet cloth must be a black cloth, you see. You know the saying of velvet, Napoleon used to say, put your hand in the velvet glove, your iron hand in velvet glove. Strong fist, but let the appearance be velvet, soft. Give a punch when it is required, hard punch. But first approach in a soft manner with the velvet. Iron fist in a velvet glove. That was Napoleon's phrase, you see. Night was a chrysoprase on velvet cloth. Now all these associations are there. See, I mean, night also is as if kind of wearing a velvet glove to give a proper punch on velvet cloth and nestling darkness or a moldy deep. You see, he is describing the entire sequence. First starts with day, splendor and fire in the summer, flower and palace of the gods, the day and all that. Now he's describing the night, nestling darkness or a moonlit deep. Day was a purple passion and a hymn, a way of the laughter of light from morn to eve. Because he was in the company of her husband, of her loving parents-in-laws, of the people around the ashram and all that. So a way of the laughter of light from morn to eve. But when Satyavan goes out for work in his absence was a dream of memory. His presence was the empire of a god. So in his presence, she is really the queen, the sovereign, you see, empress. How intimate these descriptions are. Savitri's psychological condition, how he's building up, you see. A fusing with the joys of earth and heaven, a tremulous blaze of nuptial rapture past, a rushing of two spirits to be one, a burning of two bodies in one flame. So that is the kind of physical identity of the two. Complete identification, burning of two bodies in one flame, fusing with the joys of earth and heaven. Earth and heaven, this is the Vedic description, joy of earth and heaven. Earth, Prithvi, heaven, Java, Divya, Java, heaven. So they are the consorts of each other, heaven and earth. And the way heaven and earth embrace each other in the same manner, Satyavan and Savitri are together here. A tremulous blaze, faltering, hesitant, that is a tremulous blaze of nuptial rapture past. A rushing of two spirits to be one. So they are so much united. The conjugal relationship is so intimate that they have merged one into the other completely, you see. A burning of two bodies in one flame. In fact, he is describing for open were gates of unforgettable bliss. Two lines were locked within an earthly heaven, and fate and grief fled from that fiery hour. Obviously, everything gone in that union, that meeting. Now, this is a description which is an extremely difficult kind of a description. He is describing There is no eroticism in that. There is no pornographic aspect of it at all in that. Yet the union is so intimate. He is not telling you that it is a kind of a sexual union. But the union, even on the physical plane, is absolutely intimate. Now, this is something which really requires enormous mastery to describe a situation like this. Enormous control. You don't feel here anything sexual, passionate, erotic, pornographic at all in this one, you see, which in the hands of a lesser man would be altogether different, you see. And the poet has absolutely no hesitation in describing all these details, you see. These are not the details of the kind you would have in Lady Chatterley's Lover. I don't know whether you have read that or not.
He doesn't go down. He stays
No.
on that level. So
Yeah. See, I mean, even in Lady Chatterley's Lover, you forget about the pornographic or erotic part of it. There is a certain amount of aesthetic detachment in what he is describing. He is describing certain things with total detachment, as if he is not really concerned about the whole thing, very dispassionately. And it needs a great amount of aesthetic control, which he did attain. Lady Chatterley's Lover, the author of it, did really attain in that. But here, this is something elevated to a different level altogether. In fact, these descriptions of this kind, in a way, are there present in Shivendu's other works also. Urvasi, Love and Death. See. But here in Savitri, the whole atmosphere is altogether different. Even in the dramas, we are saying Vazis of Basura. See how intimate the descriptions are there. But here the quality is totally different. A fusing of the joy of earth and heaven, a tremulous blaze of nuptial rapture past, a tremulous blaze of nuptial rapture past. This is actually almost as if kind of an sexual intercourse, you see. He's describing there. A tremulous blaze of nuptial rapture past, a rushing of two spirits to be one, a burning of two bodies in one flame. But here, a burning of two bodies in one flame. It is each one is offering himself or herself to the other. Satyavan is offering himself totally to Savitri. Savitri is offering herself totally to Satyavan. Normally, in all the human relationships of that kind, between husband and wife, what you have, that relation, you kind of extract from other. You demand, you want to, you are kind of hungry, you want to eat, it is vital of the other. You are not really offering. You are not really offering at all, there is. You are eating into each other's vital. That is what normally the sexual relationships are there in human life, you see. But here it is, they are offering to the other. That is the remarkable difference. A burning of two bodies in one flame, each one is offering oneself to the other one. And that is the greatness of their union, of their conjugal relationship. In fact, that is the real significance of their conjugality, you see. A burning of two bodies in one flame. So there is nothing pornographic at all in this one. It is, if at all, elevated to another kind of a kamananda, the joy of union, of relationship, of ananda. See.